What's up, guys? Today I got a new hose for the oil catch can, and we're gonna figure out what is making that noise in my car. Waiting for my hot glue gun to warm up so I can fix my tripod again. It broke off from here. I've been fixing it with hot glue. Seems to work alright. I could just buy another one. They're like 10 bucks, but whatever. So if we come over here, I'm going to go ahead and start the car so we can hear that noise that it's making. I know I showed you in another video, but it seems to go away once it warms up. I'm hoping that it's not the water pump because I just replaced it recently. So could be the power steering pump, the air conditioning, or the alternator, or the tensioner for the timing belt, or the water pump. So hopefully it's one of those things in that order. So we're going to go ahead and start it though. I'm going to show you. You can't really hear it. It's not really making the noise right now, which kind of sucks. But oh, there it goes. Now it's making the noise. Alright, so I'm going to start taking stuff off until the noise goes away. Alright, first things first, I got to take care of these hoses. So I'm going to show you guys something really quick. I'm going to just take off one of these hoses right here. So you can see the difference. I got the same kind of style hose because I like the way that it looks, even though it's a little ricey. It's 10 bucks for this whole row of 10 feet from Home Depot, so you can't beat it. But you can see this is 3/8 inch diameter. This is like really thick. I can't even bend it. Kind of nervous about how little I can bend it, but we'll see what happens. This stuff is just trash. Like, I can squeeze it with my fingers like that. This stuff, I can't do that. So there's a difference right there. I'm going to go ahead and install all of it.
I am who I'm meant to be. I am who I'm meant to be. Over and out.
Alright, so I got these hoses in now. Much better, no kinks, so it should actually function now. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this belt off and see if it's still making the noise. Still making the noise with no power steering pump hooked up, so we're going to check the AC next. Alright, I'm going to move the power steering pump out of the way so I can get to that stuff down there. I'm just going to undo this bolt and the one under there that's already loose, and then undo this line as well. Should be able to kind of pull this up out of the way, and then I can get to the AC belt stuff down there. You can kind of see it. The AC belt is hanging over there. I moved it away from there, so the AC belt is no longer hooked up. You can see it just chilling right there away from the crank pulley. So if that was making any noise when I start this, that should not be where the noise is coming from. So we're going to try it again. So I started the car and the sound's completely gone with the AC belt off, which is really good because I did not want to have to warranty my water pump or something like that. It squeaks a little bit when I start, so I'm going to tighten up the alternator belt because that's the only one still hooked up. And then I'm going to put everything back together. So let's go underneath the car and take a look at that alternator belt. Actually, first I'll show you that it doesn't make the sound anymore. So I got it started up now. I don't even remember if I showed you the sound that it was originally making. If you lean in here, you get a little ticking just from like the rockers or the injectors. Yeah, that's the injectors firing, that's ticking. But that's about it now. No more noise coming from over here in this area. So, we're good. So we got like a little bit of play in the alternator belt down here. You can see it could be like a little bit tighter. Probably shouldn't be that loose. That's why it's squeaking a little bit. Also, there's some oil down here, which could also be why it's squeaking. But we're just gonna go ahead and tighten that up a little bit. To do that, you gotta loosen this one right here. And then there's a bolt on top that you use. So basically, come down here to loosen this and you go up top to adjust it. The alternator is the only one that's kind of a pain. So what you do is you break loose this bolt on top after that one on the bottom. There's one right there where I'm pointing. Can't really focus on it. But I promise there's a bolt there, right where I'm pointing. And then you just take a pry bar and you stick it anywhere in there that you can pry, and you pry it tighter. Pry the belt tighter, and then you tighten that down. That's the only one. It's kind of a pain. As far as I know, there's no real way to like tighten that other than like a pry bar or a big screwdriver or something to pry in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Doubted all that I could do, knowing what I need to do. All I can say, the word.
Also, I don't know if I mentioned it, but to loosen the AC belt, you just have to break this tensioner loose right here on this side. Break that bolt loose, and then this is the adjustment. It just lifts up and down when you tighten it or lower it, or tighten it or loosen it. Now, let's test the belt on the alternator. So as you can see, it's much tighter now. So now it's not gonna squeal anymore. All right, now it's time to put everything back together. Alright, everything is back together now. So obviously the noise is still there, but I know that it's something with the AC now, and I'm not really worried about it. It could be like the idler pulley or something. It's not the belt, I just replaced the belt, but it could be, I don't know. I'm really not worried about any of that stuff because it's all old, and if something does break, I'm fine fixing it. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't the water pump or the timing belt tensioner, and it's not. So we're good, and I got the new hoses for my catch can. Normally these kinds of videos, I don't show you guys. I do this stuff almost every day. Just like little tiny things like this. If you like these kinds of videos, let me know and I'll keep posting them just to get some more content out there. But if you'd rather just me do some normal install videos, like bigger things, brake upgrades and turbo kit stuff and things like that, if you want me to stick to those videos, let me know. If you like the little stuff that I do on a day-to-day basis, let me know. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you like the videos. I noticed that I'm really not getting that many views anymore. I'm not entirely sure what the deal with that is. Like the videos if you can, if you don't mind. I'm sure it would really help out. You know, if you want to know when the new videos are coming out, click the bell to get notifications. Maybe that'll get some more of my subscribers watching videos, because I have almost 5,000 subscribers and I get just like a couple hundred views on my videos now. It's probably something to do with the algorithm. If anybody has any tips for that too, let me know. I'm not too worried about it. I just do this for fun. I have a job that pays me, so not too worried about that. I'm gonna keep making videos no matter what. But yeah, thank you guys again for watching. Peace out.